WeatherScope.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. It is half past the hour. It is the 19th of February, 1998. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bruce Edwards. This is Vivian Brown.
Good morning.
On this Thursday morning, I guess a lot of folks will be heading down to New Orleans this weekend. Mardi Gras, sort of kick it off. What, Sunday, Monday, something like that, I guess. I've never been down there, so I'm not familiar with the revelry, as it were.
I've never been to Mardi Gras either.
No, you were from Jackson, Mississippi. You just jump down the highway. They ain't gonna be there. Mom and Dad said, not my Vivian.
I've been in New Orleans, but just not to Mardi Gras.
I'll tell you, they got a big ski race kicking off today up in Wisconsin. Now, it's the Birkenbeiner 26 race. It's a cross-country skiing race from Cable to Hayward, Wisconsin. That starts today, and well, they haven't had a lot of snow, but I guess they might have enough there for cross-country. But really, the heartland of the country has been pretty dry. And the northeast, southeast, and west been pretty wet.
Oh, yeah, just very symptomatic of an El Nino pattern. Of course, this is an El Nino year, and really been holding true to the usual symptoms of an El Nino pattern. And today is no exception as we wake up to wet weather across the northeast, opposed to snow. We have rain this morning, and it's scattered basically from the New York City area westward to Rochester and near the Niagara frontier. So typically, you would find very cold air this time of year over the northeast, and this could have very easily been a snowstorm, but it's generally rain this morning. We have lighter showers back across the Ohio Valley. Here's some snow, but it is very light. Minot, North Dakota, even down to near Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Sioux City, Iowa. No heavy accumulations expected here, but it may be enough to put a light dusting or coating on the roadway, so be careful as you venture out early this Thursday morning over the Dakotas. We're also watching an area of low pressure in central Texas. This one responsible for golf ball size hail yesterday in Goliad, Texas, and even around San Saba, Texas. We had reports of winds in excess of 60 miles an hour. So quite violent yesterday, the weather over the Lone Star State. Dry for much of the Intermountain region, kind of quiet here, but here's another system. How many times have we said that so far this winter season? Out west with one storm system after another. We have rain right now from Seattle to Sacramento, and some of this may push toward the LA basin later today, and certainly tomorrow. Rain expected for LA, San Diego, and even some soaking rains tomorrow in Phoenix. You know, we'll keep you posted on that. Our West Coast storm pattern continues. There you see the rain for the West Coast on our latest satellite and radar composite. Our low pressure over Texas, and this area of low pressure moving across the northeast. We'll take a gander at individual radars starting in the northeast. Again, all of this is rain, so as you travel Interstate 90, the New York State Thruway, prepare for some wet roads from Syracuse back over towards Buffalo. We've had some lighter showers near the Boston region, Worcester, Mass. Hartford reporting light rain. Raining in New York City this morning, so be careful. All over the expressways coming into the city will give you problems. We've had reports of some light freezing rain, though, across extreme northern Maine, where temperatures remain below freezing. Caribou reporting freezing rain this morning, as is Holton, so be extra careful as you head farther north across New England. Philadelphia, we think clouds will linger for much of the morning hours, but it will start to clear out, and perhaps a few breaks later today. Breaks in the clouds for sure if you're in the D.C. area. We're forecasting a high of about 58 degrees with partly sunny conditions in our nation's capital. So very nice for D.C. today as our low pressure continues to move away. Now, we've been watching a weak upper air disturbance back across the northern plains, and that's why we have some widespread light snow this morning. But again, no heavy accumulations expected here. Maybe some light drizzle for you, Chicago, with a high of 40 degrees. Light drizzle near Detroit. You should get up to 42, but no heavy downpours expected across this region today. Most of the southeast is dry this morning. We have clear skies near Macon, Atlanta, over to Columbia and South Carolina. much of northern Florida in the clear. We have noticed a few lighter showers, though, approaching near Lake Okeechobee. We'll have to watch this very closely for the moisture source. And our main area of low pressure, as it slides across the Lone Star State of Texas, just north of the Red River, we have rain. But notice the storms. They've been lining up along the coast of Texas this morning. The same system that moved through near Victoria with golf ball size hail and gusty winds. Be careful getting up early this morning. Houston, Galveston, heavy rain and some embedded storms, so perhaps some hail and lightning associated with these storms along the coast. Out west, well, here's our next system. As mentioned earlier, we have rain right now from Seattle southward to San Francisco. So here's the big picture, the way it stands right now, watching the west coast, watching New England, as well as the Lone Star State of Texas. We will, of course, follow all three of these systems as we detail the forecast for the next 24 hours. And with all the details, let's go to Bruce.
All righty, let's start it off in the northeast. Again, we'll have the clouds and the showery weather once again persisting. Some snow and ice in northern Maine. You want to watch out for that. But again, the numbers are nothing to kick about, not when you hit 52 degrees in New York City on February 19th, 55 Philly, 58 in D.C. It should be relatively dry. There it is right now. Maybe some clouds and drizzle around Pittsburgh, and 46. Detroit will be about 42 degrees. Now, as we work our way southbound, not a bad day over the southeast, a dry day in Florida. Hip, hip, hooray. 57 in Atlanta. Well, there are partly sunny skies. Then we'll see clouds increasing later as a disturbance out of Texas slides across the Gulf. So rain and thunderstorms will be moving into New Orleans later today. About 65 degrees. 74 for Tampa and partly sunny. 77 Orlando, Miami at 81. And Dallas about 56 degrees with improving weather as the day wears on in the Big D. Meanwhile, we work our way up to the north, and again, the clouds will sort of hang in, so will the light drizzle. 45 for Erie for a high. Chicago about 50, but again, that's above normal. Maybe mixed in with a snowflake or two in Michigan, and it's a little of that light snow in the Dakotas once again, but again, nothing to complain about temperatures. 44 KC, 45 in St. Louis. 39 in Minneapolis, and yes, it is the 19th day of February. Well, more stormy weather in the west, not much more to say about that. The next batch of moisture, the heaviest, will work into Northern California. Wet in San Francisco, 57. Pretty good in Phoenix, though, 63. Tucson, okay until late today and tomorrow when we catch some rain moving in.
I got a special treat for you.
Thank you, Mommy.
You're welcome. Now, don't be late, honey.
Good news. Reese's Nutrageous bars are now 20% bigger.
Oh, bathroom. Oh, bathroom, bathroom, bathroom. Oh, yes.